In this video, I'm going to talk about an AI photo editing software that has the ability to bring your imagination onto a canvas. And the best part is, it is completely free. To access the editor, visit playgroundai.com and then click on this right hand side arrow. You have two options, new canvas file and on a board. Just click on a board. I'll quickly take you through all the features in the interface. Right here you have a section where you write the prompts. You have image to image. Once you write a prompt, this is the section from where you click generate and then generate an image or change an image. Here you have image dimensions. You can change different dimensions in order to generate an image. You can increase the prompt guidance to increase the effect of your prompt on the image. Quality and details. You can increase the quality of your particular prompt and image. From right here, you can import an image in order to start editing. So let's click on import, and this is the image that I want to edit right now. You have an option of adding a mask. So suppose I want to change the background. I'll click on add mask. Right here you have the erase tool and the mask tool. You can increase the size of the mask from this right here, and then you start drawing the area which you want to change. I want to change the whole background. This is something like Photoshop's generative fill that has just been launched, but not everyone has access to that, so you guys can have fun with this tool for the time being. It actually works really well. You need to set the size accordingly. As you can see, I've written this prompt: on the deck of a ship, ocean, evening time, 4K octane render. And let's click on generate, and it will change the whole background within a couple of seconds. As you can see, it changed the whole background. If you find faults in the background, you can again choose the mask tool and correct the part where there is less of the mask. And then let's try changing the prompt a bit because I don't like the background that much. This time I've written in a street in Puerto Rico, evening time, old architecture, 4K octane render. And let's see what kind of an image does it generate. So I didn't like any of the generations that were generated using the previous prompt. So I used a simple prompt, a beach, and this is what it came up with. If you want to edit this image further, just click on edit this image, and this image will be brought right here. Now click this in order to remove the mask. Now I want my character to have a hat. So I'll select on the mask option and then draw a mask on this area, and now I'll type in a hat. So I wrote a Peaky Blinder style grey hat, and I'll click on generate now. And this is what it generated. Now I'll click on edit this image again, remove the mask, and I want to change the color of the t-shirt. So I will draw a mask on the t-shirt, and I want the color of the t-shirt to be grey so that it matches with the hat. So I've written turn the black t-shirt into grey, and it'll do that within a couple of seconds. As you can see, it has changed the color of the t-shirt and made it grey. Now I want the color of the lower or the trouser to be black. So I'll draw a mask on the trouser, but before that let's click on edit this image. Let's delete the mask, increase the size of the mask and draw right here. And just like that, it changed the color of the trouser from brown to black. Now I want to click on edit this image, and I want a boat or a structure in a distance. So I'm going to mask out this area, and I'm going to write a sailboat in the water, and let's see what it comes up with this simple prompt. It added some sailboats, but they are not that detailed, so I'm going to write 4K octane render. Let's increase the edit instruction strength to around 12.5, quality and detail to 65. And it has generated a sailboat in a distance. You can also add negative prompts in order to generate some better results. And you can turn on this, go down, and write whatever you do not want in the image. Exclude from image. It is basically negative prompting. Once you are happy with your image, just click on Save Changes. And this is your final output. You can download this output from right here. Edit in Canvas. Now edit in Canvas is just like Leonardo AI's Canvas editor, where you can expand the image, but that we are going to leave for some later video. Let's move on to the next image. So I've already downloaded an image. Now let's try one thing. Let's edit the image without creating a mask. Now I want this scene as if it was evening time. So I'm going to write a prompt. Convert the scene into evening. And it exactly did that. It converted this scene into evening. I do not want to edit this image, so I'll draw a mask on this part of the image. I want the water to be reddish or purplish. So I'll draw a mask on the whole water. And now I will write, convert the water into red color. As you can see, it converted the water into red color. Let's try decreasing the edit instruction strength and see what kind of a result do we get. This looks much better. Now I want the sky to be a bit different, so I'm going to draw a mask on the sky. This is the prompt that I've written for the sky, intergalactic sky with spaceships and planets. And it changed the sky. Now let's try increasing the edit strength and see what kind of an image does it generate. So this is what it has come up with. I want to make the water red. I forgot to save the changes by clicking on edit this image. So I'm going to create a mask on the water again. So instead of turning the water into red color, I wrote turn the water into hot molten lava, and this is what it came up with. The result is pretty good, but I just want to try increasing the strength a bit and see what kind of a result does it generate. This one looks much better. Now I'll click on edit this image, and I want these plants and greenery to be dead so that it matches the whole scene. So I'll draw mask on all these plants and trees. And I'll write turn the trees into dead plants and trees. And as you can see, this was the prompt that I used, convert the plants and trees into dead, rotten, dried up trees and plants. And this is what it came up with. And this somewhat matches to the scene. So I'll click on edit this image. And now this is the final image. You can save the image. But before that, I want to turn the whole scene into night time. So I'll write a prompt. As you can see, this is the final image. So I'll click on edit this image. Now you can do whatever changes you want, but I'm going to save this image. Now let's check out the Canvas editor and some of the updates that it has. So I've saved a couple of images in my likes feed. I'll click on the image, and just like Leonardo.ai's editor, you can click on edit and the Canvas editor will open up. Once it opens, you can increase the size by dragging the whole image. And then there are a couple of new features that it has just launched. The interface is basic. It is just like the board editor with some extra features. So right here you have prompt guidance, quality and details, number of images that you want to be generated. If you want two options, so I'll click on 2, and the number of images that will be generated are 2 now. Then you have import new images into the file, move and select. So you can select and move. Then the hand tool helps you select the whole canvas. Right here you have the generate image. So this is the basic canvas editor where you can expand your images by writing a simple prompt right here. So suppose I want this car to be separated from the whole image. There is an option of removing the background right here. So just place the bounding box on top of the car, and now if I click on remove background, we are left with only this car instead of the whole background. So the whole background was removed. Now this feature is really helpful as it takes seconds to remove anything from the image. Then there is this erase tool. So just go right here and click on auto segment object or erase manually. If you click on auto segment object, you have the option of selecting different segments of the image. So suppose I have selected this segment, this part of the image. Now if we click on erase, let's see what kind of an image does it generate. As you can see, it tried its best to take reference from the surroundings and create some tree-like structure behind, some greenery, and it completely blended in the whole structure. So these are some of the features that can be used, but for the timing I'm going to keep it same, and you can select the car too and remove the car. So if we click on erase, as you can see it is blinking and it has removed the car. But some places like shadows, it cannot remove the shadows, so I'm not going to go with it right now. Now go to the mask section right here, and there are two options: auto segment object. So if I want to edit this object, I can just select right here, but right here there is a problem. I cannot select the shadow, so I'm going to select edit manually and then increase this selection so that I can edit it accordingly. And then I've changed the prompt and written turn the car into an old vintage Mustang 4K. And as you can see, it somewhat changed the car into a Mustang, but for some reason it is a bit tilted because the prompt was not that accurate. So let's go back and draw again. And then increase the strength right here. Let's write few keywords like realistic octane render, and it came up with this image. So it always creates an image keeping in mind the surroundings. It will never change the image. If you write a particular prompt that you want the car to be in this style, then it may change the style a bit. As you can see, this tool has a lot of features. If used in the right way, it has the ability to create some amazing content. Right here we are on the canvas editor. Within one click, by saving this image, from right here, just click on the image and click on download. Once you've downloaded the image, within one click, you can go to the board editor and open up your downloaded image in the board editor to edit further. So you can use the workflow to edit some amazing images for your projects. And this was it for the video. If you liked the video, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with some more AI related content in my next video.